What's going on, champs and champets? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, we have a few new cosmetics to actually showcase for you guys. We have the Overwatch collaboration, but we got even more than that, because if we go over here, we have certain things such as a Lego Batman x Fortnite collaboration and more. So let's start it off by, I guess, just showcasing the Overwatch skins first. I have a controller here to make the little, zooming through, or actually, why is... They messed up the locker. Okay, so whenever I go to rotate it, it selects something else in the locker. Okay, I guess never mind. We're just going to rotate it the old-fashioned way. First off, we have Mercy right here since we kind of already had her selected, so there's the front and back design. She is the only skin to actually end up getting a variant, so she has the Devil Mercy variant right here as well that you'll be able to grab from the item shop right when the servers go live. After that, we have ourselves Tracer. No variants or anything because none of the other skins actually have any variants, but you can see the front and back design of her here. And I'll let the idle pose play for a second. After that, we have Genji, Cyborg Ninja of Legend, which you can see the idle pose and everything of right here, and the front and back design. And since that was kind of like a quick whiplash or whatever, here's the back design again. Here is Diva, Mecha Squad Shooting Star. Front and back design right there. And we have a little bit of an idle pose, which looks like she just kind of leaned forwards, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll let it play once again, just to kind of see. Oh, is it the same? I don't know. Does it have a different? Okay, it's just like a wink. All right. After that, we got the Corascana crew pass outfit right here, which is themed around lightning, electricity, that type of stuff. So there's the front and back design. And something we've been noticing recently, also you can turn the reactivity off if you don't want it, this is what it'll look like. But something we've been noticing recently is that Epic Games has been doing a lot more of these cosmetics that are themed around water, fire, lightning, thunder, whatever else they might be able to do. So it's going to be interesting to see what other skins they make a part of that whole entire kind of theme they've been going on with right now in the near future. Because, seeing certain skins like this, looks pretty interesting. I'm not for sure, wait, hold on, does the face glow like the other ones? Yeah, I don't know. I noticed when we got further on here, the face just started whoa, oh my god, that is a glow. Okay then. Hold on, wait, if we turn reactivity off, is it all right? Okay, so as you can see, there's a tiny bit of a lens flare. Now, of course, that is just an issue with UEFN, so that's not actually intended to be seen like that. It will look like a normal Galaxy thing once it releases in the game, but I was not really expecting that to actually showcase there. So we won't be able to give you the full effect or whatever, but it's because of how Epic Games has kind of changed leaking and stuff here and there recently. After that, we got the Nurse Hikari outfit right here with a front and back design. I'm not really for sure, if this is a Fortnite. I think it's a Fortnite original, but it might be themed off of something. We also have Nurse Miyako right here, which is kind of like the night version or evil version, I guess, of the Hikari skin. After that, we have a new version of the Dark Voyager, which is very interesting to see. He's all Kevin the Cube. You can even see kind of the vortex going on, or the cube heart or whatever. So it's going to be interesting to see how he actually plays into a live event or anything. And then we also got the Toon Bomber skin, which was a survey skin from a long time ago. Now, I'm not for sure, how long it's actually been, but it feels like it's been years. I think this is one of the original survey skins in the game. For the showcase, we'll go ahead and just put on I'm what is the least flashiest skin here? I guess Genji, but he has the little thing in the back. You know what, let's just do Tracer to showcase the back blings. We have the Storm Wings back bling right here, which has a few different variants. So you can see reactivity on right here, has the option to turn reactivity off, which gives you a nice little just set of wings. We got ourselves the Dawnlight Legacy version, we have the Auroric Legacy version, we have ourselves the Phase Legacy version, we have the Rhinebound Legacy version, and it's probably going to be Bright. Yep, we have the Cosmic Legacy version, which of course is just bugged on not Cosmic, but private servers. We have Mercy's Valkyrie Wings right here, which have the variant for the normal version and the Devil Wings. Now, something you may notice is that they're kind of just they're slightly attached, but still floating. I wonder if we equip the normal Mercy outfit, does it become embedded in the, okay, hold on, let me switch to that. So you can see it looks pretty accurate, it matches, but if we switch to her normal variant, does it embed the wings at all? No, I guess they just kind of treat it as a normal back bling. I'm not really for sure if, there would be any other ways to really embed it or whatnot. We got the free Pachimari plush back bling you can get from Quest. We have ourselves the Ryu, I don't even want to try saying it, Ryu Ichimonji pickaxe slash back bling. Now, if I butcher the name, I apologize. Look, man, it's gonna happen, all right? I'm gonna butcher a few names. Now, of course, since this one actually goes with a skin, we'll switch to Genji so you can see it real quickly. So that's what it looks like on Genji. And then if we go ahead and quickly go over to the pickaxe, you can see what it looks like on the back when it's actually equipped in pickaxe form. So now let's go ahead and switch over to Diva, or actually, no, let's go to Tracer for her back bling right here, Tracer's Pulse Bomb. So you can see the Pulse Bomb on the back, and it does appear like it's actually reactive based on the little icon. Yeah, it's elimination reactive. Can we see the reactivity at all? I'm not for sure if it's going to actually show us the reactivity in the locker, sadly, but it is her back bling. And then we got the Travel Toki model back bling right here, which goes with the Diva skin. So you can see it's just a little like Toki plushie of the mech that you're able to actually use in Overwatch when you're playing as Diva, you know, when you're not baby Diva mode or whatever. For the other back blings, you got the Cold Caged Mantle back bling right here. No actual source on how you'll be able to obtain this, so maybe it's like a free bonus reward or something. We have ourselves the Day Shift Monitor back bling, which has, I thought it had a variant, but it doesn't. It's just reactive, and it appears that it's going to be reactive based on your health. So if you have 53 health in game on your health bar, that's what's going to show. If it goes up to like 63 or 60 or whatever you actually end up getting, like there's 61, it will show that as your health. Next up, we got the Electrocardio Jammer back bling. Now this one is obviously a microphone as well, and now you're getting into this weird territory where you have two other backblings that are old. To explain this, they're currently testing some new quest line called Sparrow, and the two placeholder rewards right now are the Nanner Buddy backbling and the Falala Llama. Most likely just a placeholder, they're most likely not actually bringing it back out, but it is something we notice in the files. We have the 4-string Frankie backbling, which is also an instrument skin, and it's interesting to kind of just see the whole like tune effect and see how it has like, oh, I thought that was just the jiggle effect. No, that's just the reactivity of the actual backbling. We have the Night Shift Monitor reactive backbling, which goes for that other nurse skin. Now this one, of course, once again shows your health on your actual back. Not for sure if other people, like enemies, will be able to see it, or only your team or something, but it still looks nice. And then we got the Pacemaker backbling right here with the description of beats per minute rising. Just a cool little nurse-themed backbling to go along with all the other cosmetics. We'll put this one on since we're kind of using the Diva skin. Now, in terms of the new pickaxes, we have ourselves the Bolt Blade right here, which has a few different variant options. Be prepared for a giant glow in a minute. So we have the normal version, and we'll swing it real quickly. We got ourselves the Dawnlight Legacy version, and here's what that looks like after being subscribed for a month. Auroric Legacy. And it looks like the bolt actually, no, it is just that big. I thought it was a lot smaller and like extended when you were swinging it. You got the Phase Legacy, which for some reason reminds me of Star Wars. Got Rhinebound Legacy, which looks pretty similar to the default one, just like a slightly different tint of blue. And then we got the Cosmic Legacy, which actually showed up properly without a giant glare. And you can kind of see the galaxy effect on the blade when it's swinging, as you can actually see. Yeah, we can't rotate it around, it glitches. We got the Lego Batman Golden Batarang Nux pickaxe right here, which most likely will be like a download benefit if you purchase the game on the Epic Game Store. The Cassius Pickaxe for Mercy, which has two different variants. So we have the normal variant right here. Turns blue, which is basically the damage boost whenever you're actually swinging it. And then we got the Devil variant right here as well. We have ourselves Reinhardt's Rocket Hammer, which is actually a free reward you're able to get from the actual in-game quest. We, of course, have the Ryu that we already mentioned before, but we didn't swing it, so there's what it looks like when swinging. We have Toki's Slicer for Diva. And then we have Tracer's Pulse Knives for Tracer. After that, we get the Chilling Scepter, which is the pickaxe that goes along with the backbling that we mentioned had like no reward source as of yet. And we have a glow off version, so you can see glow on, glow off. It actually didn't really change much at all. All right. We got the Electrocardio Jammer microphone as a pickaxe. We have that 4-string Frankie as a pickaxe. And then we do have a Fortnite original Llamacorn Rider pickaxe for the Inkville gang, you know, bright bomber skin. We have the Peacemaker Kitara as a pickaxe, but it won't let me swing it. There we go. So that's what it looks like when it's being swung. For gliders, we have a few new ones. So we got Mercy's Valkyrie Wings as a glider. Now this one obviously has a variant, so you have the normal version, and then you have the Devil Wings as well that you're able to glide down with. We have ourselves the MV261 Orca, which is actually a glider reward for daily login quest, meaning that you have to log in for 7 days in a row during the event period, which I think lasts basically like a week, maybe a little bit over a week, in order to get this glider. If you don't log in, you miss out. Next up, we got the Rivalry Master Umbrella, which actually is just a variant, so you don't have to grind to 1,000 for 3 different umbrellas if you don't want it. So we have the Master version, we have the Grandmaster version right here, and then finally, we have the Goat Umbrella at the very end. They're pretty simplistic. It's something where I honestly think that Master looks the best out of the three, right? You know, Master and Grandmaster both look pretty... Actually, Grandmaster might be a little bit better than Master. But Goat is just like, I don't know. Goat doesn't seem that interesting to me. Maybe if you're into like the color red, but it feels like it just has too much of like a bronze effect around the side of it. No new kicks we can showcase, no new controls, no new auras, but if we go down to emotes, we actually have a few things to show here. So we have the Be Uplifted animated emoticon. This one I think is from like the big bundle. We got the Blinkin' Amazing emote for Tracer. And actually, since we're doing that, let me go ahead and switch to the Tracer skin for you guys, and we'll take the back bling off here. So here's the Blinkin' Amazing emote. Pretty interesting emote. It's definitely one of the ones that, you know, it makes sense, right? You know, it's basically something that we've already seen them do before. And I'll go ahead and put these other two emotes on so we can showcase the other skins. So here's Diva's little Toki emote right here, which is traversal. You'll be able to ride around while doing this emote. And of course, you can do it on any skin you want. And then we have ourselves, if we go over to Mercy, we have Mercy's emote right here, which is Mercy's Reach. Pretty cool emote. It's basically kind of like that intro thing where Mercy's like, you know, revives you and everything, and it reminds me a lot more of the old days when Mercy could revive your whole entire team as an ultimate. We got the Mercy's Crest free spray from Act 3. We have Mercy's Rise spray, which I'm not for sure how you actually get this one. We have the Overwatch emoticon. We have the Overwatch emblem spray from Act 3. We have all those actual emoticons we had talked about before for the FC stuff. You know, we have Kepim right here. We have, I guess we'll just kind of go through these real quickly so you can see them pop up on screen. Nothing really to comment too much about this. We had already seen these and talked about these in the previous video, but it's still something that added this update, so I thought I would go ahead, pop them up on screen so that you guys can see them all, and just allow you to kind of figure out if this is something you want to grind out the Twitch drops for or not. And of course, you know, you'll be able to use these on like the emoticon skins or whatever. I think it's like the back bling and the what other cosmetics have emoticon support? Does the new skin from one of the OG pass skins, like the new version of Onesie, have emoticon support? I'm not for sure. Maybe it's just sprays, but you know, whatever you can put emoticons on, you can go ahead and use this on. You can see all the different designs. As we go through here, you know, there's some references to other stuff like Dragon Ball with this one right here, Science FC. Now, of course, it obviously isn't a full Dragon Ball collaboration, but it is still like a partnership thing. And then we also have some other things like the Tabby Catitude animated emoticon. We have the Ultimate Mostoles emoticon. Got the Expire Team emoticon. And then we have a few emotes. So first off, we got the Toonie Stride emote right here, which is something that a lot of people can join in. Now, it does appear like there's no audio for it. I think that it might be copyrighted, which is why it's not getting picked up in the recording or anything. But if we go ahead and select it and we rotate it around, you can kind of see what it looks like from more of like a side view right here. Honestly, that's probably like a good thumbnail. Maybe I need to go ahead and put each of the skins in there and just, you know, throw it into today's thumbnail or something. But pretty cool emote. Pretty nice to see we have a group emote that is more than just 2 or 3 people. We have a empty emote. Oh, okay, that's just the like single version person of the group emote. Big bandage chase emote right here, which is for the actual like anime skins that got added, you know, the nurse skins, but it does make sense for Mercy to actually be doing this emote out of everyone. So pretty cool to actually see 3 new collaboration emotes, 2 new original emotes, and then a lot of emoticons. 4 new sidekicks. We do actually have a new one being the Toonie Tabby, so we'll go ahead and show the customization variants first for the one-time only thing. It has a decent amount. Wow, okay, so we got black, we got orange, red, teal, I can't like actually see these as I scroll down. Purple, blue, yellow, and then we have, I assume, brown. Yeah, we have brown. We have, for accents, white, gray, cream, salmon, violet, and tan. For details, we got white, orange, salmon, and maroon. For patterns, we got classic tabby, we got mask and mantle, and then we got mackerel. And then for build, we got default and chunky. So we'll go ahead and randomize this a few times for you guys who want to see all the different combinations you might be able to make from this. A decent amount of color options on the first tab, but I think everything else kind of is like a little secondary thought for Epic Games. And I gotta admit, the skinny one compared to the chunky one is very different. Like, I wasn't expecting how chunky they meant by chunky for this. Just look at that. Well, there's a few different customization options. And then if we go over to the actual outfit itself, we have the normal version of the cat. Then we got the version with the sailor suit on. For the reaction heart, we get ourselves the Inkville heart right here. And then after that, the built-in emote is the Ragtime Tabby emote, which is a pretty cool one, actually. Oh, okay. It's a pretty goofy emote for a sidekick. I kind of like it. So there's it just doing its little dance. Does it end or does it actually loop? Oh, it doesn't. Okay, so that's the full dance and everything for it. Pretty cool to actually see. For new wraps in this update, we have a few ones. We got the Mark of Mercy wrap because they've been giving Mercy like so much love in this collaboration. Like, honestly, everything with this is like mercy, 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 right? It is like a variant for mercy. You had the glider, the back bling, the pickaxe, you had an emote, you had multiple sprays for mercy, and the other ones don't really get that, but you can see the reactivity is just kind of like a little damage boost on the gun wrap itself. And then I guess when you're not shooting, it goes to just like a healing thing, so it's like, or actually maybe it's just animated like that. After that, though, we got an animated elimination reactive and damage reactive day and night wrap. So if we go ahead and shoot it a little bit, you can see the actual damage reactivity. And then I assume when you get an elimination, it actually rotates to the night version right there, which has its own reactivity, as you can see right there. And actually, yeah, on the left side, you can see the X fill up. And when the X fills up, I assume it rotates between them. Yep. So here, the plus sign fills up. And then once that fills up, it rotates once again to the other one. So a cool kind of like dynamic wrap. It would be nice to see if there was a variant option to kind of just pick one or the other instead of having a rotate between the two, but still looks pretty nice. You got the inky, fun, animated, and reactive wrap right here, which the reactivity is just kind of like the llama corn face in the back kind of moves back and forth. And then we got the Neon Monsters animated and reactive wrap, so if we go ahead and shoot it, I can't really see the animation or reactivity on this. Does anyone else see it? Maybe, you know, hold on, let me put it on an actual skin where you can see it up close. Yeah, I don't know if this actually has any animations or reactivity to it, even though it describes it as having it. Epic Games has kind of messed up those descriptions before, so I wouldn't be surprised if it actually doesn't. For new stuff, we have a few new loading screens. So we got the Bricks and Batarangs loading screen with a description of Rage, the only emotion that counts. Now, could we be getting more Batman-themed stuff in the item shop? Yep, and I hope that this loading screen isn't a reward bonus that is exclusive to buying the game on the Epic Games Store, because this is a cool loading screen, right? I am hyped for that new Batman game, but at the same time, I don't want to buy it on the Epic Store, alright? So hopefully they end up putting this in like a shop bundle or something. After that, we got the Answer the Call free loading screen for logging in for I think either 3 or 4 days. I think it's 4 days that you'll actually have to log in to get this. We have ourselves the Mercy's Medkit loading screen, which I think is either a bundle reward. Yeah, actually, I think it's a bundle reward. So it's something you'll be able to get from buying the item shop bundle. We have ourselves 2 new loading screens that are actually related to the lore. So this one right here is Sanctuary Sit Rep, where everyone's kind of like getting together, you know, getting the status support on everything going on. You can see the 3 of the 7, and they got Hope and Jonesy. Description is the fight's going to take everything we got. And then we got the Shards United with a description of the Voyager's victory is coming together. Now, this one is pretty interesting to see because as you can see in this, his body still has like the cube effect going on, but it's not as crazy as the skin that got added to the files today, which we'll go ahead and roll back up to real quickly. It's not as crazy as the full cube formed skin right there. Going back down, however, I would show you the new vehicle. However, it's a private server issue. We actually can't, but there is a new vehicle. It has some new decals. You can see all the little icons. So we got Team Aimrivet. I don't know how I actually say that. We also have a Hello, my name is Brainwash decal right here, which is an Octane custom decal. Now, I assume if we go to just default, yeah, it's not actually going to let us see that. But we have a decent amount of decals that actually got added. Some new wills. We got the Actually, wait, whoa, what is the Gaming Legends series like coloring here doing? Oh, we got the Shimada spinners. We got the Porsche Cayenne Turbo Electric wheels. We got some Goodyear wheels. We have Disposer wheels, which are actually a placeholder right now. Heat Lightning wheels and Pixelated Pizza wheels. For new trails, we have nothing, and then we got a Slaymaker boost. Sadly, I wish I could show this to you guys, but of course, you know, due to glitches and stuff with the private server, it won't work. For the base instrument, we of course have that one instrument skin we already showcased in the pickaxe form and everything. No new guitars, no new drums. The new keytar is right here, so you can see how you actually hold it if it equips. There we go. And then of course we have the new microphone stand right here. So decent amount of actual cosmetics for this whole entire, you know, themed instrument set stuff. Some nice ones to actually see, not too much though, but that's pretty much it when it comes to stuff added in this update. Now I know some people are going to want to see Lego cosmetics, so let's go over to that real quickly if it lets me. And after checking, it doesn't actually let me, so sadly I can't show that to you guys, but it is something that does exist for the Lego outfits, which is pretty cool. With that said, I hope you champs and champets enjoyed today's YouTube video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another upload. So until then, peace out.